Nobody invented the gun. Every rifle, every pistol, every machine gun on Earth traces back to one accident. Made by men trying to live forever. 1 billion guns exist today. More deaths than any weapon in history. And nobody planned a single one. It starts in 850 AD, Tang Dynasty, China. Taoist alchemists heat sulfur, saltpeter, and charcoal, searching for immortality. 6 emperors had already died drinking their potions. Poisoned. Then, the mixture ignites. Flames. Burned hands. A building catches fire. They write it down as a warning. Do not mix these. Dead end. They move on. The soldiers find the warning. They don't see a dead end. They see a starting point. By 904 AD, flaming arrows. By 1150, bamboo tubes on spears. The fire lance. Range, 3 meters. Just a shock weapon. Then someone adds shrapnel. Then someone packs the tube tight enough, and the gas has nowhere to go but forward. By 1259, the first bullet. Bamboo cracks. They switch to bronze, then iron. By 1288, the oldest surviving firearm, a hand cannon. No trigger, no sights. 2 people to fire it. One aims, one holds a burning stick. The matchlock arrives in 1475. A smoldering rope on a spring arm. Squeeze the trigger, the first trigger in history, and fire. 1 person, no assistant. It ends the armored knight. But one fatal flaw, that rope must stay lit. Rain kills it. And at night, every soldier glows like a candle in the dark. The flintlock fixes that. 1620. A hammer holds flint. Pull the trigger, sparks. No rope, no glow. It rules for 200 years. The Brown Bess. The Revolutionary War. But it has one tiny hiccup. A visible flash before the shot. Soldiers flinch. And on a Scottish marsh, the ducks learn to dive at that flash. Enter Reverend Alexander Forsyth, an obsessive duck hunter, outsmarted by birds. He invents mercury fulminate, explodes on impact, no exposed flash, trigger pulls, gun fires instantly. 1807, Napoleon offers him a fortune. He refuses. The British military calls it rubbish, but the percussion cap follows, then the cartridge. All because a minister lost arguments with ducks. Now range. Captain Minier designs a bullet with a hollow base. Drops in the barrel like a smoothbore, but when fired, gas expands the base into the rifling. Accuracy of a rifle, speed of a musket. Range triples. The American Civil War uses smoothbore tactics against these bullets. 620,000 dead. Smoke. Every shot chokes the battlefield. Enter Professor Schonbein. His wife bans chemistry in the kitchen. He waits for her to leave. A flask breaks. He grabs her cotton apron to mop it up, hangs it on the oven, and it vanishes. No smoke, no ash, just gone. Nitrocellulose. Smokeless powder is born. From a wife's apron. Now speed. 1 shot, 1 reload. A soldier who runs out dies. Hiram Maxim hears a cynical toast. Invent something to help Europeans cut each other's throats. He treats recoil as power, not a problem. Harnesses it to eject and load the next round. 1884. The first machine gun. 600 rounds a minute. At the Somme, 20,000 British soldiers fall in one day to German Maxims. Maxim gets knighted. But it weighs 60 pounds, needs a crew, not for one man. Mikhail Kalashnikov, 1941, 22 years old. His T-34 burns. He's pulled from the wreck, wounded, hospitalized for 6 months. Around him, soldiers ask the same question. Why do Germans have automatics and we share rifles? He starts sketching. No engineering degree, just a tinkerer. He builds the simplest, toughest mechanism, gas-operated, 2 locking lugs. Resists mud, sand, extreme cold. The AK-47. 1949. 100 million produced, more than any firearm in history. In 2013, at 94, Kalashnikov writes to the Russian Orthodox Church, asks if he's morally responsible for all those deaths. The church says no. Whether he believed them is not recorded. The gun was never supposed to exist. An accident, a warning, a kitchen spill, a minister dodging ducks, a wounded tank commander in a hospital bed. 1 billion guns today. All tracing back to men who just wanted to live forever. Nobody planned a single one.